Hi, welcome back. And because today is Financial Tuesday, we are going to talk about the financial part of my weight gain, loss, up and down journey. Now I'm in the middle of the day, and I am making some care packages. My family and I normally do care packages and send to the needy. So that's what I'm preparing right now. So just with the basics, sugar, salt, some grains, non-perishable stuff. A little bit goes a long way, and once upon a time I was helped, so now I give back. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, the financial aspect. So the financial aspect of my weight gain and weight loss is I wasted so much money. Let's start with the fact that for some weird reason, I thought joining MLMs would be a good idea. So something like Herbalife, I joined Herbalife because I saw somebody who had actually taken the shakes, and she had lost quite a lot of weight. So this lady had lost so much weight. She was about 150 kilos. She had gone down to about 60 or 70, and she looked amazing. So I figured, well, if it worked for her, it will definitely work for me. And that was a good idea and a bad idea at the same time, for the simple reason that at least it exposed me to just how much I am not good at intense things. I can't. I am not the kind of person who is able to just do something which is so restrictive that it spoils all my things. So um, I kind of am a social person. I like be going out. I like having friends around. I like doing things like that. So something that totally restricts what I can eat. I think if I would have been a bit more disciplined, something like Weight Watchers would work for me, because then you eat everything in smaller quantities. But for me, it was more I just couldn't. The idea of taking a shake in the morning, a shake at night, and it was just too much for me. I just couldn't. One meal a day, I just couldn't do it. Um, yeah, so I can't do a restricted diet. I kind of I need something that is flexible. Now, I I thought that I was going to make money out of it. Turns out recruiting people is not my strongest point. Um, and yeah, I mean, at the same time, I also did It Works Wraps, because then that is another MLM that I joined. And that one was, oh, you will just remove all the toxins and just tummy will be tight. So I was thinking, if I combine these two, I'm losing weight and getting the skin tight at the same time. Nothing worked. The other advantage during that time that I was doing Herbalife was they were having like Zumba recruitment sessions, so I was actually doing a lot of exercising and stuff like that. So that was fun. I made quite a lot of friends who quickly became enemies, because the problem with MLMs, when you leave, they kind of look down upon you, and yeah, you're an enemy now. Um, yeah, so that was interesting. The other thing was just how much money I spent on fad diets. So it was, oh, this is a guaranteed diet to make you lose, I don't know how many kilos in a week. Just pay this, detoxes and stuff like that. And I really did do a lot of that stuff. I don't know. I was looking for a quick fix. I really was. I did not take into account that it took me 10 years to build up this weight, and it was probably going to take me 5 years to lose it. I was in a hurry, and the longer I was in a hurry, the longer it took, because now it's more than the 10 years, and it's just crazy. So yeah, I continued with the fat diets. I did do quite a lot of detoxes, and every single detox promises something new. Huh? This one, oh, this is the lemon detox. This is the vegetable detox. This is the soup detox. Oh, the worst was the cabbage soup. That thing was making my house stink. I swear the whole apartment building was stinking because of my house. My house was actually stinking up the whole apartment building. Cabbage is not supposed to be boiled. Cabbage soup is, there should be a law against that thing. That thing smells bad. Anyway, needless to say, I did it for 2 days and sat down and ate a kilo of chocolate because there was no way I was dealing with that. Anyway, so little by little, I continued looking for excuses to not do the right thing. My excuses were I'm busy. Oh, I've already spent so much money, I can't spend any more money. The thing was, we had pizza night, we had McDonald's night, we had, it was just we had all these stupid things that I could have just gotten rid of that and it would have saved me money. But for me, it was easier to make excuses. And let me tell you, when you want to make excuses, you will find the excuses to make. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So we continued like that, and slowly by slowly, I continued wasting more money. I remember, and the funny thing is, after I lost so much weight, got pregnant, had the baby, this time I actually did get a therapist and I got a physiotherapist, and so I got all this help and it was holistic, right? But then somewhere along the line, I decided, no, so many people have said such good things about this lady, so let me go and pay a ridiculous amount of money for her to give me some tips on how to lose weight. And I paid all this ridiculous amount of money and did the tips and lost a few kilos and then stopped and then got it all back. Now, I think for many people, we think that that quick fix will make you feel better, so it's worth spending the money on it. But my thing is, from my experience, one, the quick fixes don't work. And two, the amount of money that you will spend trying out all these small quick fixes. And sometimes the funny thing with these quick fixes, because they know that they don't work, most of them are quite cheap. So you hear, they're really actually affordable. There's one that I paid extremely high, but that was different. Most of them are very affordable. But then you calculate how much money you're spending and you can actually save this money and just stop eating junk. It's ridiculous just how much money that you waste trying to not do the right thing by your body. And we are working so hard, we owe our body the ability for it to fight diseases. We owe our body. If COVID has taught us anything, it's just how important it is to already be healthy. COVID affected people who had these pre-existing conditions even higher. Now, there are things you cannot control. If you are born with a disease, you cannot control it. If you are born and, if you are born pre-exposed to something genetically, you cannot control it. But if something is a problem because of what you're putting into your body, it's something you can control. And financially, for you to be able to work hard, for you to be able to, even your insurance gets higher the more the worse your health is. Your life insurance is worse when you have pre-existing conditions. You don't get as good value for your life insurance because nobody thinks you're going to live long enough. You don't get the best, even in your health insurance. You have all these exceptions because of the reason why you have, in some countries you don't even get good private health insurance because of the pre-existing conditions. Now, it is up to us. It's all well and good to work, and sometimes we work and we work so hard, but I have a friend who kept telling me that, Mercy, the reason why she lives in the States and she practically lives in her car. And she told me, Mercy, I'm putting on weight, but it's not my fault. It's because I live in my car. So I don't even know what my stove feels like. And I told her, so when you have the day off, and this is someone who absolutely used to love to cook. So I used to tell her, when you have the day off, why don't you prep your meals so that it's a matter of just microwaving it, because you're not eating fresh things anyway. So you might as well just prep everything, freeze, and just microwave every single day. You can, yeah, you can even sandwiches. You can make sandwiches, but then make them with the healthy stuff at home by yourself. And well, she always has an excuse, and excuses are the thing that really, really does destroy our journey. Anyway, so if you want to, it's easy to save money. It's easy to say that you will save money next time, or when this happens, or when this happens. But you know what? You are not doing yourself favors by spending all this money, as little as it is, on um, things that will cost you eventually. Now, the medication that you have to take when you end up with something like diabetes, that costs money. That is money you could have saved. I've already said about your health insurance and your life insurance. They're not going to be as valuable. They're not going to be as high. And then you just will not have the energy. I don't think I have right now as much energy as I used to have back when I know, of course, there's age factor to it, but there's also the fact that I'm carrying a lot of extra weight around. And that is part of the reason why I'm really determined to get this done, because you can sleep better, which means you can think better, which means you can be more productive, and it's all around just good for you. And so with that, that's our financial Tuesday. So that's what I think, that weight gain and loss and all the shortcuts that we try to do, yeah, they're just not worth it in the long run.